What's up, guys? I'm back in a video, and today I'll be doing a tier list video. Uh, so I'm just gonna get right into this. Low meta. I won't really explain much of this. Oh wait, let me give the credits first. Credits to this guy, Silent Shadow, and Dawn. So credits to them for making the tier list. Anyway, low meta. I'm not really gonna explain much here. They're just not very good. So yeah, in sub meta, we got Blue Draco, really good slow. Same with Tsunami, really good slow. So those are just slows, but they're not the best slows because they don't do much damage. Roshu, really high damage, but it's luck based, so I don't really recommend going the luck based unit. So yeah, you may be wondering why Bardock can power up here. Their paired versions are up here, so these are unpaired. As you can, if you look at high meta, they're both there with their paired versions. So I don't really worry about this. This is just them without. So if Bardock can't get to his final thing, this is him. And without like Aku in a Denji form, power is not very good. Primary and Inchi Sword, I basically think of them as like the same unit. They both have really good AoE and range and damage, but they don't have like any effects or anything, so they're not up here. Egris does a whole bunch of damage, but into a really good AoE. So, but other than that, he doesn't really do much, other than just high damage. And high damage stuff really don't like. If it's just doing high damage, it doesn't really get like up around here. Dargon has full AoE and really good damage as well. So yeah. Eslife Commander has an insane ability, like 600 damage to everything in his range, and his regular hit does like 20 hits or something to everything, and it gives bleed. Bomb Girl, this is unpaired. The paired version's up here. Does really good damage, but other than that, not really much because it's not paired. Aroma, high damage. Got some new passives recently, so it's still really good. It kind of went up. It used to be in low meta, but now it's back to sub meta because of its new passives. Chose and Awakened Door, they kind of both fallen off. Awakened Door is really only good in Map of Day. Chose is decent in basically everything. So, yeah, that's why they're in sub meta. They're not the best, but they're not low meta worthy either. Meta, we have Sun Wu Summoner. It's not really that great anymore. I mean, technically he should be in high meta, but it's just that this new Halloween event doesn't really have a need for him because you're basically killing everything anyway. Because it's not that hard. So everything right, the game it's basically too the game is too easy right now for him to be good. So that's all I can really say about him for now. Bomb Girl, this is the contract pass, so it's the one that slows. Really good slow. Like gives electrified to everything, which is 50%. So it's like Thor, but it can do it to like the entire map. So yeah, Richter Fate, it buffs, gives a bunch of damage and slows, and it's used to pair with Bardock and Ichimu in the sky. So yeah, great unit. Aku I haven't really used too much. I don't think he's the greatest, but yeah, he's still up here in meta. Sunyaru Assassin does a whole bunch of damage and poison to a decent AoE. So just because of that, he's up here. Vigil does like a lot more damage than Assassin, but it doesn't give like poison or anything. So that's why it's just one spot above. Tomio has crazy damage, really good starter unit, and since I guess it's a really good starter, it's up here. Flocka, this is not paired. Paired is up here. So this is without any burn, which it doesn't do the greatest against, as it can't give its DOT effects or 15% explosions. This one's debatable. I really think Aizen should be in high meta, but it's ranked down here in meta. Uh, so Aizen has 3 forms. The first one's not that good. The butterfly one, though, does a whole bunch of damage and it slows everything and gives a DOT. Just because it can basically slow the entire map for like 20% and do a bunch of damage to everything, I think it should be in high meta. And if you get monsters, basically just insta win. So yeah, I think it should be in high meta, but the tier list has him here at meta. Ichimu the Sky, full AoE and a nuke that can do like 10 billion damage, which can be kill bosses really easily. Chromie Time Weaver, it has a lot of stuff it can do, but it doesn't really do other stuff than like what it has in its wheel. It does like low damage, and yeah, that's kind of it. And you can only use it like once every 20 seconds for something good. But it's still up here in meta because like if there's a really strong boss, you can use it against that. Claudius Saber, it gives burn, a bunch of damage. Its one flaw is, and even bust. Its one flaw is it doesn't really have that much AOE, so its AOE is kind of low, so it's not gonna be in high meta. Lorboros Unleashed, a whole bunch of damage, and yeah, he kind of earned that just because he has so much damage. He's up here in meta. Eslife Soldier, really good AOE, a really long, large AOE. Gives chilled, which is a slow, so it's really good. Amiri, best starter in the game, I think, and but it kind of falls off late game, so that's why it's not in high meta. But it definitely secures its spot in meta just for how good it is at the start. Chromie, Shadow Clones. I guess they just do a bunch of damage. I haven't really used Shadow Clones that much, but they do a bunch of damage. Salt just kind of the same, bunch of damage, and yeah, that's kind of it. Same with Demon King, but Bomb Girl does more. Bomb Girl gives some effects and does a lot of damage. So yeah, Bomb Girl definitely earned a spot up here. High meta, this is the best stuff. Dracos are kind of obvious. You kind of need Dracos for most game modes. So yeah, Dendi gun mode. It has, if you have it with Reaper, it'll get like 40 Reaps a game with the Jack Scythe on it. So it's crazy. It'll do really good damage, can kill any enemy, well, almost any enemy, not bosses and stuff. Nokia, a really good starter. It's a really good stun. It does a lot of damage, so it makes perfect sense why it's up here. It stuns. It can stun multiple times. It can like reapply its stun, and its frostbite does a lot of damage. And on its last target, it's full AOE, so Nokia is really good. Bardock paired does a ton of damage. So it's just up here for its damage, but you also need it paired with like Ori and Ichimon's in the Sky. So if you get Bardock paired, it can definitely be up here in high meta. The Black Primordial, really good damage, but it's more of a buffer unit in my opinion. He'll make other stuff really good. So yeah. King Crimson Requiem, ton of damage. Has a DOT that can kill almost anything, almost any enemy it runs up against. And yeah, insane unit. Has a really good ability that can bring everything back to the start. Rimuru, Rimuru Dragon would be up here, but it's really hard to get Dragon. You need a bunch of souls, which is really hard to get if you're placing all your units. So you kind of like single this one out for a little bit until you can get Dragon, then place your other stuff. Which, if you do that, you might die because you don't have your other stuff. So it's really hard to get Rimuru Dragon, but if you did, it's definitely up here at the highest meta. Power paired, power paired does a lot of damage, but it's not so good in multiple path, which is like the dungeons and the Halloween raid. So it won't be too high. And yeah, Shadow Geo does a bunch of damage. You can use this one with Reaper to start, or you can even get like Shield Buster. If you get Shield Buster, you can have Shadow Geo break off the shields. Then Shadow the World Requiem, the guy spawns to kill the enemies. It's really good at draining down health, so yeah. Flocka paired. Flocka pair can do billions and billions of damage easily. The more enemies there are, the more damage he does, so it's really good in like PvP. And yeah, just because of how much damage he does, he's up here. Denji has like, if you have it fully maxed out, it can do like 300 million hit, and its ability does like billions and billions of damage every 30 seconds to multiple, to like really big AoE. So it's a boss killer, and it's basically has so much damage you won't die from anything anyway. So it's really good. Claudius Bride, it's kind of obvious why it's here. It does pretty good damage, but mainly it stuns for 5 seconds first time it hits something, which 5 seconds is enough to, with the units nowadays, it's enough to kill almost anything. Quattro, obviously, he's up here at the top. He's the most, he can use him in literally anything, and he'll always do good. He can basically kill almost any enemy. He can kill like every enemy in map day except the boss alone. So he's crazy. He can like hit the entire map on most maps. He has a really big AoE. He's like perfect. and he even slows too. So that's why Quattro is up here. And yeah, I'm not. I'm gonna show you guys some teams too. Uh, so here you go. The best team is this one right now. Uh, according to this. So Bride, Bomb Girl, uh, these things are going to be paired, by the way, because you pair them with each other. So this is the best team. This is the second best team. This is a Flocka team. Really good team. Third team is the Diablo team, the Black Primordial. Here it is, paired with, I guess, I don't even know what gives. Okay, well, I guess this is good. As you can see, Bride is on every single team, basically no matter what. That's how good Bride is. That's why it's here. And the fourth best team is the Bardock one, or yeah, this one. Quattro is on it. It's basically these three units doing a lot, and then Claudius. So yeah, those are teams. That's my video. Also, I made a Discord server. We're doing giveaways like Aku for 2 winners and 2x speed game pass. So I'll drop that link in the description, or no, in the comments. And yeah, this is the tier list, and these are the best teams in the game. Thank you guys for watching this little tier list video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.